As we approach the opening of the January transfer window, the rumor mill surrounding Manchester United is working overtime. To ensure you're up to date with all the developments, we've gathered information from trusted sources about the club's transfer priorities under Ineos in January. Top of the list is the left-back position, a problem area that urgently needs addressing. With Luke Shaw's return date still unclear and Tyrell Malaysia falling short of expectations, the need for reinforcements is evident. Among the many names linked to the Red Devils recently, one has stood out as a serious contender. That man is Nuno Mendes. Once a rising star under Rúben Amorim's guidance and now struggling for game time at Paris Saint-Germain, Mendes has reportedly caught the attention of Manchester United's scouting team. Just a month ago, renowned transfer insider Fabrizio Romano shared an update suggesting that Portuguese left-back Nuno Mendes was on the verge of signing a contract extension with Paris Saint-Germain. His current deal, set to expire in the summer of 2026, was reportedly going to be extended by 3 years, keeping the 22-year-old at the Parc des Princes until 2029. However, recent developments have thrown those plans into doubt. French journalist Fabrice Hawkins from RMC Sport, a highly credible source in French football, has revealed that negotiations between PSG and Mendes have stalled. According to Hawkins, the left-back is now considering leaving the French champions in the near future. The sticking point? Mendes reportedly feels that PSG's proposed salary does not reflect his value or contributions to the team. Hawkins also dropped a bombshell by naming Manchester United as the prime destination if Mendes decides to move on. The Red Devils have allegedly made a formal offer, with their interest apparently strong enough to make the 22-year-old seriously contemplate a switch to Old Trafford. Of course, PSG remain determined to keep Mendes. His current contract runs until 2026, and the club has made it clear they won't entertain any offers during the January transfer window. Even so, the growing uncertainty has left fans anxious, especially with Mendes now being linked to the theatre of dreams. Previously, names like Alphonso Davies, Theo Hernandez, and even former United Academy player Álvaro Fernandes were floated as potential reinforcements for the left-back position. Amorim knows Mendes better than most and could be the key to unlocking the full potential of the 22-year-old in United's system. Under the guidance of his compatriot coach Rúben Amorim, Nuno Mendes developed into one of the most promising left-backs in European football. His rapid rise forced Paris Saint-Germain to shell out €38 million to secure his services permanently after an initial loan spell. Now, as the 39-year-old tactician prepares for a potential move to the theatre of dreams, he's reportedly keen to reunite with his former protégé. Mendes could be a crucial piece in implementing Amorim's preferred 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3 systems at Manchester United. However, back then, there was little indication that the Portuguese star wanted to leave PSG. Fast forward to the present, and the situation has changed dramatically. Despite being a key player for the French champions over the past 3 seasons, Mendes remains among the lowest paid players at the Parc des Princes. While PSG's management has tabled a 3-year contract extension, their proposed salary increase has failed to satisfy Mendes, given his performances and growing reputation. This stalemate has reportedly led Mendes to consider an exit. As it stands, his current contract will allow him to leave on a free transfer at the end of the 2025-26 season. For PSG, the looming risk of losing such a valuable player without compensation leaves them with a critical decision: sell Mendes during the January transfer window or at the latest, next summer, to avoid losing him for nothing. This dilemma has opened the door for Manchester United to step in with an enticing offer that Nuno Mendes reportedly finds difficult to refuse. Adding an intriguing twist to the story is the fact that Mendes and Rúben Amorim share the same agent. Many experts believe this connection could be part of a calculated strategy by the Red Devils to negotiate a more favorable deal, similar to how they handled negotiations for Manuel Ugarte last summer, using Sofiane Amrabat as a backup option when the Uruguayan midfielder became unavailable. However, there's also a possibility that Mendes could leverage United's interest to secure his ultimate goal, a lucrative new contract with PSG. While this remains speculative, what's clear is that Manchester United have put forward a formal offer for the 22-year-old left-back, and Mendes is seriously considering both the project at Old Trafford and the chance to reunite with his former coach. Nuno Mendes' strengths are undeniable. His incredible power and blistering pace make him a force to be reckoned with, both defensively and offensively. The Portuguese fullback isn't just solid at the back, he also excels in attack. His overlapping runs, pinpoint crosses, and goal-scoring contributions could bring the spark United desperately need on their left flank, a position that has lost much of its attacking threat in recent seasons. Moreover, Mendes brings invaluable experience to the table. At just 22 years old, he has already played in the UEFA Champions League for PSG and represented Portugal in major tournaments like the World Cup and the Euros. This high-level experience will help him adapt quickly to the intense demands and pressure of playing at the theatre of dreams. Most importantly, Mendes has an intimate understanding of Rúben Amorim's tactical philosophy. This familiarity could enable him to hit the ground running in a system tailored to his strengths, unlocking his full potential and elevating United's left flank to new heights. We certainly haven't forgotten how well Manuel Ugarte performed under the guidance of his former mentor, Rúben Amorim, during their time together at Sporting Lisbon. Initially, there were doubts about whether Ugarte would justify his hefty price tag after joining Manchester United, but the South American has proven his worth and become an indispensable figure in the Red Devils' midfield under Ineos' ownership. This precedent adds even more excitement to the prospect of United signing Nuno Mendes and reuniting him with Amorim. Should this deal materialize, it could be a game-changing move. The 22-year-old left-back would thrive in a system he knows like the back of his hand from his days at Sporting and could quickly claim the starting spot in a squad that has been anything but stable this season. That said, there's an important caveat to consider. Since joining Paris Saint-Germain, Mendes has missed nearly 60 matches for both club and country due to recurring muscle injuries. Adding to those concerns, he endured a long-term hamstring injury last season, which serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved. For United, caution is key. They'll want to avoid another situation like those with Luke Shaw or Tyrell Malaysia, who have struggled with fitness and consistency. Thankfully, this season has been a different story for Mendes. He's remained injury-free so far, featuring in all 16 matches across competitions for PSG, with 14 of those as a starter. In that time, he's notched 2 goals and 2 assists, an impressive output for a full-back. Wearing the number 25 shirt for the French Giants, Mendes has begun to show signs of maturity and growth, both defensively and offensively. As soon as he heard that Manchester United had contacted him and that there was coach Rúben Amorim, the Portuguese defender quickly expressed his desire to leave, even this January if the English representative met the transfer fee requirements. It seems that Nuno Mendes really wants to reunite with the 39-year-old coach to continue to improve himself in the future. According to Transfermarkt, the market value of the 2002-born star currently stands at €55 million. However, if PSG were to part ways with him this January, the French Giants would reportedly demand no less than €6070 million for the former Sporting Lisbon player. This poses a significant challenge for Ineos, especially amid the financial constraints currently looming over Manchester United. There have even been whispers suggesting United could propose a swap deal involving Marcus Rashford, though there has been no official response from Parc des Princes. This leaves the Nuno Mendes transfer saga packed with intrigue and plenty of twists yet to unfold. For over a year now, United have faced a persistent problem at left-back. Tyrell Malaysia's prolonged absence spanning more than 500 days before his return has left a gaping hole in the squad. Luke Shaw, though capable of brilliance, has struggled with recurring injuries, whether starting or coming off the bench. Diogo Dalot has stepped in admirably as a makeshift left-back, but the Portuguese is clearly a short-term solution, and overloading him with an unnatural role could have unpredictable consequences. This is why numerous candidates for the left-back position have surfaced, but so far, only Nuno Mendes has received a concrete proposal. While the 22-year-old might not have the pedigree or experience of Alphonso Davies or Theo Hernandez, nor the Premier League familiarity of players like Milos Kerkez or Anthony Robinson, he does have one key advantage: his prior working relationship with Rúben Amorim. Mendes is well versed in Amorim's system, meaning he wouldn't need much time to adapt, an invaluable asset in a position where United desperately needs stability. For Manchester United, Mendes represents more than just a tactical solution. His arrival could finally balance the Red Devils' attacking threat on both flanks, allowing for a more fluid build-up and efficient wing play. Under Amorim's 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3 system, Mendes would provide pace, dynamism, and a directness that has been missing on the left side. At just 22 years old, Mendes also aligns perfectly with Ineos' vision of building a long-term project around young talent. With a roster increasingly featuring players born in the 2000s and beyond, both from new signings and Carrington Academy graduates, Mendes could become a cornerstone of the club's future. Of course, concerns remain. Mendes' injury history and PSG's notorious reputation for driving up transfer fees are valid worries. Yet, since the successful signing of Manuel Ugarte, relations between the two clubs have been steadily improving. Additionally, Mendes' agent, who also represents Rúben Amorim, offers United a strategic advantage in negotiations. This January could be the perfect time for Ineos to seize the opportunity and secure a transformational signing for the left flank. Whether Mendes becomes the game-changer Amorim needs or joins United's growing list of injury-prone players remains to be seen. One thing is certain, with the winter transfer window fast approaching, this is a saga that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. With all the pieces seemingly falling into place, Nuno Mendes could very well become a pivotal signing for Manchester United, reuniting with the manager who helped shape his early career. His blend of attacking flair, defensive tenacity, and tactical familiarity with Rúben Amorim's system makes him an ideal candidate to revitalize the left flank at Old Trafford. However, the transfer market is never straightforward. The lingering doubts surrounding Mendes' injury record, PSG's high valuation, and the financial challenges facing United mean this deal is far from a guarantee. Still, the allure of working with Amorim again and becoming a key part of United's resurgence might just tip the scales in favor of the Red Devils. Thank you for watching and supporting our journey to bring you the latest and most exciting updates on Manchester United. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the transfer buzz, match analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories. See you in the next video. Glory, man.